Hey guys, what's up? Cardmaster Phoenix here. I'm just going to be going through some of my YGOPro or YGOPro replays just to kind of show you guys the type of games I get and how honestly some of these are just outright insanity because of how unbelievably small and minute the chances of it happening is. And others I just have here because it's fun and it's a great game. If you see me just kind of pause for a while, during a replay, it's because I'm actually typing stuff in the chat, talking up, whoever's in there. Especially with Cyber Angel, I, talk excessively with him just because he's a great friend, so, I also like to, take some time, and we like to, not necessarily roleplay, but we kind of like to announce our moves as if we would in real life, so. With that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into it. I believe this is the first replay I had. This is, let me see, Archangel. I don't know what he was playing, but he basically saw me quit, and I was playing Pendulum Magicians. Here's just some, this is, it's titled More Duels with Cyber Angel, or More Cyber Angel Duels, whatever. But I'm not really sure if this is the first game or if it's the second or what. But anyway, I believe this over here is me, and yeah, that's him because I don't run Dragon Pit in there. So this side is me, and that side is him, and we're just over here, just kind of having ourselves a pretty good game right here. He actually banishes Belzy, but I just, I get desires, so I draw and summon in Skullcrabat, let me see what it was, Skullcrabat Joker, yeah, and I just go into the Belzy again, and then, starting Venom Dragon, and then he has that go 5k, I lose that, and then I wait for his attack. He's running Beginning Knight, which I find interesting. I don't believe I run any hand traps, so just go ahead and Quaking that, because I don't want that effect going off again. I summon another one, since I top decked it, why not? He uses Ash Blossom to negate, I just Pendulum Summon again. I go into Utopia, then the Lightning set and turn with just a few attacks, nothing too much. And then, he draws a Rainbow Karibo, which I'm surprised he has in his deck, I don't really know why. He halves the attack of my Utopia Lightning, which is a good call. I double the attack points there, and then, he just loses, because I'm not sure, I don't think either one of us are aware that you could activate his attack whenever it battles, and it's not specified to when you battle, it's whenever it battles. This is my first duel with another friend of mine, called Maho, or Mayho, or something like that. I don't want to butcher the name too bad, but I believe this is the kind of first duel we have. No, this is the second. This is the second, when he was using Dino Mists, and I was using my Pendulum Magicians, because you can imagine how fair that fight would be. I'm just using this, and then all this stuff is going off, and it takes me to realize a little while to wonder I can't pop Wisdom Eye with my own Pendulum Call, so I just let him go off with that. I did this, and his turn was negated, there's that. He loses some life points, some more just combo plays go off. I guess I'm just gonna focus on commentating on my side, because I can't really commentate on Dino Mist. I don't feel like I have the right to. Because I've never played Dino Mist before, therefore I don't have the right to comment on his plays, so I'll just leave it at that. He does draw an Instant Fusion. Gets out Panzer, so that's good. Pops that, poor Black Fang. He's such a good Pendulum skill. I just use Double Iris, then, to replace that, Harmonizing, get that, get all that. I didn't even know what happened. I saw Chain Disappearance, I'm like, okay. And then I saw all my monsters disappear, and I'm like, what? So I go into Utopia, then the Lightning again. Pass for turn, because I don't want to attack. I don't think I can kill. He cards in the Mice, gets the limiter removal, and then just attacks for 4800. I Quaking that, which is a good call on my part, because that would have actually really hurt. I just set that, I Remove Dragon, Harmonizing, go in Ignister. Do that, Ignister, target, pop. Dynamis gets that back. Summon Blackfang. Stay going, Time Star, gets Skullcrab, and I just attack for game. He draws here, not too much he can do though. I thought I went for game, but he's destroyed Utopia, which I thought happened, so there's that. Nova, Infinity takes Global Z, kills Ignister, I take a massive 50 life point damage, so I summon that, he activates that. Doesn't matter, because I still get my search. I chose Iris, get that, harmonizing back, Pendulum Summon, special summon, go into Utopia, then I go into Lightning. Then I use Ghost Ogre to negate and pop, and then I go into Lightning, and I swing for game. Honestly, it's really because he decided to get greedy and use Infinity again when I had the Ghost Ogre, but yeah. This is just kind of like my alter ego. I love Pendulum Magicians. I hated them at first, but it's one of those things that, like, now I don't even hate fighting against it, because I just love it so much. Little background, a lot of my family members have either tried Magic or were involved in the Magic business at some point, which is where I came up with Magic Man, because of course that would make me next in line in the family, because you're not going to see 50-year-old people who are married with two jobs, one being a school teacher and another being an independent contractor. You can just kind of imagine how that wouldn't leave much time for some Magic shows. So of course I just took it upon myself to name myself the Magic Man on there. So here's just the debut of him. I'm just testing out an Exodia Turbo. I know, don't kill me. He's playing Buster Blader later. If you see me pause, it's just, I paused for the longest time to type in, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, I am so sorry. Here you are, here he is. Here this legend is, being nice and honorable, playing an irrelevant, non-meta deck like this. And then I'm over here playing Turbo Exodia, and I'm like, dude, I swear I had no idea. I am so sorry. And he's just like, it's alright, I quit. I don't stand a chance. And I'm like, dude, and I tried messaging him after, but he left too fast. I was like, dude, no, dude. I swear I use Pendulum Magicians, which I get is, I know that's still meta, but I mean, it's better than Exodia, okay? So I'm like, dude, please, I'm sorry. I was just testing it in ranked. I'm sorry. And he's like, yeah, okay, whatever. This is, I just called this idiot. I think it's because the opponent's an idiot. Maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know. Let me see. He starts off with all 3 Dark Magicians in hand with double Eternal Soul. Uses Duality. Gets the Dark Renewal. I mean, Negation, my bad. I draw 1 day apiece. I activate that. I attack with Sangan. He uses that. We were actually having a discussion here about whether he... Yeah, this is it. This is my first duel with Maho. He's like, yo, do you prefer... what do you prefer, Exodia or Exodia or... no. He's like... Oh, no. Yeah, it was Dynamist, yeah. Yeah, it was the Dynamist player. Never mind, so it wasn't this guy. He's like, do you prefer Dynamist or Magicians? And I'm like, Magicians, hands down. He's like, what? Really? And I'm like, yeah, dude, yeah. First of all, they're not too meta-relevant, and they're also fun. Right here it says message arrow card, so I thought I was gonna kick and lose my game, but it was just this. But there's that. This part. Oh my god, this has to be my favorite replay. So basically, I don't even know what I was playing, but it got to the point where, like, I was sitting there going, and I literally said to myself, "Oh my god, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm so screwed." So he's playing Blue Eyes. this is just for some context here. This is actually my very first variant of Turbo Exodia. I did later take out the Marshmallows and Swords of Revealing Light, because Swords just doesn't go off. If you activate it, it goes to the graveyard automatically. If you set it and then activate it, it goes to the graveyard automatically. The Marshmallow, you do take the 1000 damage, but it does get destroyed, unlike what it's supposed to. I don't know why it's always saying error occurred, but whatever. It's usually in the replay. This is when I'm trying my hardest to get I'm just trying so hard. I'm trying so hard to get this. And the arrow. Okay. Alright. What's this? What even is this? Is this the one where he quits? Yes, I get that. Yeah, okay. I think this is. Yeah, so I negate that. I think he just rage quits here. Yeah, yeah! Yeah, he just leaves. Yeah, he just rage quits, yeah. Okay, if you guys don't know, Cyber Shadow Gardener is extremely broken, especially in ranked. Because if it attacks for a game. Like, it's like 1,657,000. It's impossible to survive it. It really is. I mean, it's so broken. So I activate that just to troll, and he's like, I'm done. I quit. And I'm like, you wouldn't dip. And it's like, you win. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh yeah, this one he just leaves once he sees me. Yeah, I believe this is I believe this is the player where yeah, he sees that it's me because I fought him earlier, and he just leaves. If it'll show, this is my second favorite replay. My favorite replay involving Cyber Angel. So this is Pendulum Magician's mirror match. This is actually a 1v2. I'm fighting both Cyber Angel and some other random person I've never fought in my life before. Here I am. I'm just going off with my basic plays. He Fiendish Chains. I get rid of that. That way I can still get the effect off. I search. I get Black Fang. Pendulum Summon. Get that. Harmonizing. Get that. Going to Bill Z. I should have gone into another Venom Dragon or Starving Venom. But I can't. He's like, dude, give me a turn. Oh, I do. He's like, dude, give me a turn. I'm like, oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry. I almost forgot you I forgot you almost didn't get a turn. Because that's me. I had like 8k life points, and then they had like 300. Which, considering it was 1 versus 2, is insane. It just goes to show. I guess it shows I'm a decent duelist, but I'm mainly more concerned with the fact that in a 1 versus 2 scenario, he almost did not get a turn. He's like, dude, give me a turn. And I'm like, wait, oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry, I forgot. You were that close to not getting one. Because it just means Cyber Angel. This is the first time I actually pull off Exodia. I've never done it before this, so here I am. I fought this guy so many times, it's actually sad. This guy is just Kaiba dedicated. He's using the full-on Kaiba deck. He's got the White Dragon head, the Petite, the Dark Clown. I'm using Armageddon, ditch that, draw, there's that. I have 2 Exodia pieces. Just swap views here. And as you see, I have the Karibo, I use Pod Duality. I search my 3rd Exodia piece, switch him to defense, in turn. He gets that. He's running Eye to Mias or whatever it is. Pays a decent bit of his life points to get Blue Eyes out on a normal summon. I draw. There's Spirit Reaper, which is basically the floater of the deck. It's what keeps you alive. He's got that. I just use that because it can't be destroyed by battle. I draw into Road of Destiny. I set that knowing that I won't be able to get it off. He uses Spear Dragon here. And I do take piercing damage because his attack was greater than my defense. So there's that. He draws into Mirror Force, which I used to use, but now I use Quaking because in my opinion it's better. You can tell it's when I'm new because to the whole Turbo Exodia thing, because I'm using swords and marshmallow, not anything else. As you'll see. Oh wait, he doesn't die here. Okay. So there's that. He gets the Fatal Critius, makes Mirror Force, and that was the end of that. Let me see. This is close. This is the close duel. Well, the duel called close. I wish there was a way to speed this up into the better parts of it, but oh well. I'm just gonna go ahead and let this play and try to kind of explain. And another thing, I don't really know why so many people do this, but a lot of people put Tiran in their name, which is just it's an acronym for the Dawn of a New Era, which is the pretty much oldest Yu-Gi-Oh simulator in the entire world of everything's existence. Here I top deck the Quaking, so I get Exodia. I believe I have Quaking face down. I have Double Road to Destiny. So here, I'm just kind of expecting to lose. Because this isn't a field you beat at all. So use Hope for Escape, draw. I use it again, draw. That, and there's just some standard plays. He gets Chaos Form, uses that. I use Cyber Shadow. And there's that. This is just, this is actually a very important, very important game. This is where I realize just how broken Cyber Shadow Garden is. So I'm gonna play it and let you guys just see for yourself. So there's Cyber Shadow. He takes that, and I'm like, oh, okay, so he's 6 Sam. And I'm like, dude, mad respect in the chat, because, I mean, it's 6 Sams. He does that, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. He attacks me. I wish it would show it. It's such a stupid number. This guy, anime dedicated. This guy is, this is a fanboy. He saw this kid's probably 8 years old. He saw the anime. He's like, I'm net decking Yugi, even though it's 2017 and I'm gonna have 32 normal monsters in my deck out of 40 cards. The other 8 of which are completely unviable, like MST, maybe 1 or 2 swords that don't even work, and my best trap is a Mirror Force that I probably won't even get off because all the clogginess in my monsters and all my monsters. But I'll just let you guys see. He's running everything. Light Force Sword, Black Magic Ritual, Kuribo, Defusion, Dark Magician Girl. He's running. He's also running Brain Control and Exodia, but he's running the Celtic Guardian. What more do I need to say? Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong here. I can, and let me just go ahead and pause this. Now, don't get me wrong here, okay? I appreciate a guy who can, or anybody, I can appreciate a player who just is sitting there and they're just using something that they know is trash. They know it's not going to be decks like Magicians, Dinos. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Like Maho playing Dynamists, awesome. That other guy I met playing something, that Buster Blader deck, awesome. I appreciate people like that. But there's a point where me being impressed by what you're doing is just, it's overwhelmed. It's just eclipsed by the total stupidity of this person. Now, I'm sorry. If this poor, I was gonna say, what's this? But I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say defenseless 8-year-old is watching this video. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, okay? But this is not how you play dual monsters. You don't summon Exodia pieces. I was sitting here, I literally fell on the floor laughing. Not even as in the, just the very common phone terminology. I was literally rolling all over the floor, laughing, accumulating just dust particles and everything that's gathered up in there. And I think I was going to die from laughing, because do you have any idea? Do you have any idea how worthless Exodia would be if you had to summon all the pieces? You only have 5 monster slots, and Exodia is a 5-piece set. If you're not running 3 of every Mirror Force, along with triple negate attack and draining shield, ain't no way you pulling this off. So, and because I realized in the anime, Yugi summons the Exodia pieces to his field, not reveals it from hand. Guys, never summon Exodia. Please. Please. I would much rather lose by a direct attack than yeah, I get it, having your pride to never give up, but like, Karibo could have done that for him. You didn't have to summon and I'm just gonna play it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just, I can't believe he summoned Exodia. I'm like, okay. I'm not gonna lie. Now, at first, I was giving this guy credit. I was giving this guy some credit. I saw his background, I'm like, okay. I don't want to screw up here. So I'm just gonna play it kind of safe, which is why I don't attack for a while. I see him sack his Karibo for a DMG, and I'm like, okay, duality. I even get the gift card, because I don't know what this guy's doing. But look at that, multiply. He summons another Exodia piece. Look at that, no effect, 200 attack, 200, and he gets another one and summons it again, and I'm just like, dude. So I summon Armageddon, he uses that. He gets lucky and pierces my Exodia piece, and I'm like, uh-oh. So I just attack, I just take someone's life points, and he gets Ring Dragon Bra. He never uses its effect, it stays on his field with 0 attack, so there's that. Moving on, here's an amazing game with Fire Kings. And when I say amazing, I mean, I no longer am curious why Rekindling is on the ban list. Well, I guess I should say the limited list. This is just a backstory to this. This is me and my best pal Cyber Angel. We've got each other's phone numbers. We talk to each other on a daily basis. I mean, he's like he's basically the Jerry Wheeler to my Yu-Gi-Oh! If that's a fair comparison, I guess I could make. We play dual monsters every day when he gets home from work, and when I get home, well, I get home from work before he does. So I just sit here and I just kind of sit here and play and build decks. But one night we were texting, and I'm like, hey, a while back ago, like 1 or 2 years ago, this guy named Chief Siddharth, I believe his name was he made a kind of meta or tier list, deck tier list for Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the Necroz April 2015 format. But I was like, it's been 2 years and the game's changed so much. But what I liked about that, it was 131 different decks or archetypes you could use, and I really liked that because I don't like it's not that I don't like playing meta, but I prefer to play kind of decks that no one like, that they don't expect, you know? Like, who expects me to go in playing I'm trying to think of one. You don't generally. Okay, here's a good one. Last format, how many X-Saber players did you see? Precisely. So we were texting. I'm like, okay, so I'll just use Siri and have her select a random number 1 through 131, and I'll have her pick 2 numbers. You'll use the first. I'll use the second. /Infernities, depending on which list you use, was the one he got, and I got Fire Kings either way. So there's that. And then eventually later on that night, I stood up to like 3 in the morning making my own Yu-Gi-Oh tier list, and it has like 238 different decks on it that you can use, and there's also like another 100 on my notepad somewhere. So it's just stupid decks like this all the time. So it's Fire Kings versus Gaga. So yeah, it should be said, I actually love Gaga, but just the fact that this can happen, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. The amount of times I should have been screwed upside down with my back bent over, it's insane. He summons Utopia, I think, 3 times. Utopia Lightning twice. He summons Gaga Cowboy, Gaga Samurai. Summons Gaga. He pulls out every last stop he's got, and I'm just like, okay, regenerate, okay, regenerate, okay, regenerate, because every single standby phase, and I get it, it's fitting because it's a Phoenix, but he is destroyed by card effects for summon that, summons Gardner, and I just doing that, I get that, the offset special summon, and of course the best part is during his standby phase, I get to summon High Avatar from effect, pop that, get his effect off, pump my trap hole. We're also not playing, we're basically playing GOAT format. When we're playing archetypes that are like old, we're talking pure archetypes. Anime cards are allowed, but it has to be pure archetypes, like no staples really. Like there are no staples, which is why I'm not playing an extra deck. I'm not playing Big Eye, I'm not playing anything like that. I'm not playing like we're playing way before Bosch. We're playing before Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. We're playing Gaga / like we're basically playing from cards at the beginning of Zexal. So we're talking Gaga's, and his best card is Utopia Lightning. But the only reason that is because it was in the anime at the very end of Zexal. So so we decided that was okay. And rather than using cards like Solemn Strike or Solemn Warning, I'm using cards like Trap Hole instead of Bottomless, because I'm going for like very old cards here. Because that was the point of this duel. We like it old-fashioned. We actually have an idea for a duel where we're actually just using a deck full of normal monsters. No spells, no traps, pure normal monsters. And we have 8,000 life points, maybe even 10,000. And it's basically like the OG duel monsters. Like, it literally would live up to the name Duel Monsters, because we'll both just be summoning regular monsters with no effects, practically no speed to it, and then we'll be swinging over each other constantly. And it's just a matter of whoever picks and predicts the opponent's move first basically wins. Like, if he has Celtic, I get Voice Raider, and I summon that. And then he summons, like, Genie Wolf Werewolf, and then I summon Alexanderite, and it just goes from there. So it'll be an all-normal monster duel. I might record that, I don't know. This is already kind of a long video anyway, but let's just keep going. So there's that, he has his Balrog there, or whatever. And as you see, game 1, I'm actually very close. I summon that back, he's like, oh my god, really? I pop everything, draw, and I get Blazing Mirror Force rather than Quaking, because I felt the fiery theme. Which is also why I'm using Okazi, and here I'm like, go! Here I'm just like, go, father and son tackle! Because like, son, and then the father, son, no, okay. And he's like, go, halfway to forever, which I believe is like the name of like the opening theme song or whatever. And then he apparently can Xyz summon during my turn. And I'm just like, what? Like, I'm not even talking all anime style, like, NANI? I'm legitimately surprised. I'm like, what? This card exists? And he's like, only in the anime. I'm like, ah, I see. So anyway, I'll give it to him. He's playing, like, this is cards that look like it was used in the manga manga. Like, not even in the anime, because it doesn't have color to it. But I mean, this game, like, I have double Garunix on my field. I'm just sitting here like, okay, and I'm like, Magic Cylinder, because that's old, boom. But watch this. Watch this top deck of the century. So, I have full life points. He hasn't dealt a single point of damage to me. Not even that guy who dealt me 50 by swinging over Ignister did better than this. This is 8k versus 800. Out of all the cards, mind you, I'm playing a fiery themed deck. I get this. So this just helps with searching for extra cards and just special summoning. He goes into Utopia again, so I'm like, that's fine, do that. So he attacks me, I finally take damage, I'm like, okay, summon that, in turn, set 1, pass. I'm actually, since we're good buddies, I even tell him what my face downs are, and we're like, oh, good luck, have fun, GG, stuff like that. And, you know, he really is, he's anime dedicated, but not in a bad way. He's like, he really does put his heart and soul into dueling, which in no sense corny, but he does. He's like, Ordinary Toad! Oh, draw! And he's like, she is a summon, like straight out of the subs, which at first I thought that was awesome, because I've never met a guy like that before. So then I started doing it, I kind of wanted to, but it was mostly by accident. So then he got me doing it. So then I went in the ranked, and then I started doing it to my opponent. He's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry. That's just something me and my friend did." He's like, "Ah, that's alright, no problem, mate." So I'm like, so then I start doing it. He's like, "That's kind of fun. Can I duel you again?" And we start doing that. I'm like, "Sure." So I get him, and it's just a chain reaction. It's awesome. Here's that. I'm gonna go ahead and continue playing it. I get this card, which is actually an internet card, but it's good to use that, pop that, get that, special summon, normal summon, and attack, can't get destroyed once per turn, or whatever. He draws, use that, special summon back again, pop everything, effect, and then middle, and then I deck fend way too hard for this. I'm even going in there and saying, I'm like, dude, I fend way too hard. So he goes into Cowboy, goes into Utopic Future, I'm like, okay. Now keep in mind, I do have Blazing Mirror Force ×2 down, face down, but this is one of those rare situations where a card is so unbelievably irrelevant. I don't even know what it does. Like, I never fight it. Now keep in mind, if I wanted to, I could have ended it by using Blazing without even knowing or having to read it, but I decided I don't want this game to be like one-sided. He might get a little bit mad at me, and I don't want that, because we're buddies, you know? We're friends till the end, so I'm just like, alright, whatever. So I let him in his turn, I draw, and here I'm like, guess what I got? He's like, what? I'm like, ooh, Gazi. He's like, what's that? It's like, well, since it's fire themed and it's very old school, I thought it was okay. He has 800 life points left, and this inflicts 800 points. So I win because of this, and I'm like, he's just like, what? Anyway, so with that, there's only a few more. This is this is me abusing Wavering Eyes. I believe this is our first duel. Me and Maho's first duel. That is to say. He's playing Dynamis, I'm playing Pain Magicians. So, there's that. I'm just gonna kind of let it play for a bit. Oh! Oh, God. This sucks. Guys, if your doctor ever tells you to take pills, just smile, nod, and then just flush them at the tongue. No, okay, please don't do that. But no, in no way am I endorsing this. Please don't. Flush them at the I can imagine so many people get arrested because they actually do that. I don't need my meds saying that killing someone. Oh, you're sentenced to jail for 5 years. Why? What did I do, officer? Your Honor, I do not recall doing this. Did you take your meds today? What meds? The ones that are signed to you by the doctor. Oh, those, yeah. He said to take them with water, so I put them in water. Okay. And ended up in your mouth? No. In the sewage pipes. So there's that. He actually beats me because of liminal removal, so there's that. Yes, I do lose games. This is someone, again, I've never heard of or seen before. Looks like he's playing something. I don't even know what he's playing. I'm just gonna let it, I'm just gonna do that. I do get 4 pieces of Exodia right off the bat. Well, I think I had 3, and then I draw into my second between Cup of Ace and the other thing. I Ash Blossom that. I need 1 more piece of Exodia. I don't get it. I don't get the final piece. Or at least I don't believe so. I believe he just ends up surrendering. I don't know, maybe I do. I might let this go on for about 5-10 more minutes. Then I'll probably just go ahead and cut, either cut up the video a bit more, or maybe just end it entirely. So there it is. There's basically my entire strat. I use the Path of Escape and gift card combo in order to be able to allow me to draw mass cards, and especially if they attack me directly. If this shows the entire thing, it's awesome. Here he is playing, I believe, Buster Blader, and I'm over there playing my Pendulum Magicians. So yeah, there's my Pendulum call. I'm going in all kinds of crazy plays here. Harmonizing everything, harmonizing effect, get that out, go into Belize, like that. He uses that, attack directly, and times 2, and boom, that's the end of my turn. Very strong board, and especially since I have Ash Blossom still in hand. He uses that, he Pendulum summons for those 2, he makes Ignister, Pendulum, and I just ignore that. I'm like, no. I don't know if that, he uses that. He pops that to pop Belize, or get it back in the extra deck. I use Magic Cylinder. And as you'll see there, as you see, he had 50 life points left. If Ignister had just 50 more points, he would have lost, but he had 50, so 50 HP clutch. So he is the 50 LP clutch god. This is our second game. The second game, I believe, with the same decks. So there's that. Depending on how fast these replays are, I think I might just show the rest of them, opposed to what I was going to do. But here the pause is because we're just talking a lot. Like we're talking back and forth quite a bit, so that's why we're just waiting here so much. We're just discussing how good our other games were, just kind of talking about just stuff in general, you know. So. Actually, I'll just go ahead and, let's see. Yeah, I think we are talking for a long time there, so I'm not even gonna show that one. I wish it would show the chat, that way it'd show like, we're not even just laughing for the sake of laughing, we're like actually cutting up, making in-game jokes like, thanks, Konami. Like, we're making all of these jokes, man. Like, we're just cutting up, having a good time, and we're not even worried about the timeline. If we lose, who cares? What's more important, your friend or a digital timer? So, I don't know. We have to do more. This is my first game with Fire Kings against his first game as Coffin guys. It's basically the same thing. This is basically just, this is my first game. I do end up winning it. He never beat me with Fire Fists. It's just it is kind of weird though, because, I mean, you would think Fire Wings, you'd think Fire Kings aren't that viable. But, I don't know, I could see this. Like, this is my first game, and I'm already getting sick combos like this off, so I'm just like, okay, maybe. So this is basically game here. He has 2k left. He draws into Gogglebot Child, summons Sister, I believe gets Network, yeah. Uses Network, gets Clark, summon effect, XC, summon Samurai, detach, makes a second attack, he basically the Blade Armor Ninja of the deck. I use that. Set, pop, summon, effect activates, and then I use 500, his effect activates, and auctions a grave. I draw, I use Okazi, and then I have just enough to swing over him for game. He had 1500 and my much is 2700, which is just enough to finish him. This is my first duel hype on my main account, the Magician versus Sabranger and Sergi. This is actually my first duel ever on that account. So, of course, I was going into unranked first, that way I can test it. Oh, that's a shame. It looks like the replays aren't loading properly. In that case, let me just go ahead. And this is him, Maho's main account versus my secondary account, my alt account. I'm still using him on Magician. See, I told you, I'm not an Exodia main, okay? Okay, error occurred. But yeah, that's the game we were talking about where we were just chatting it up, and he was like, "Well, hey, what do you like more, Dino Mist or dinosaurs in general, like the competitive dino, like Ultimate Conductor or Magicians?" I'm like, Magicians hands down, dude. And he's like, why? It's so much more fun. Or at least to me anyway, I prefer combo heavy decks where once you get the right pieces, it just sets you up forever. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. That's gonna go ahead and do it for this video. That being said, I've been your host, Cardmaster Phoenix, signing out. See you guys next time. Have a good one.